What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the video. In this one, we're going to be talking about Activision stock, ticker ATVI, and everything that just went on with this massive deal. A lot of people are talking about it, wondering, should I buy, should I buy? So I'm going to talk about my personal opinion, how I'm going to be playing this, and what I think about it in the long term, and even the short term as well. So before I go any further in this video, I'll ask if you enjoy this type of content, make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications for all future videos. Yada yada, you know the gist. Let's get into the video and not waste your time. So what we're looking at right now is Activision's kind of sloppy chart. So this chart is all over the place, and this stock is really all over the place. This is from 2018. The stock went from 84 all the way down to 42, even lower to 40, all right, 39. Went all the way back up trending to about 103 earlier this year, whenever meme stocks kind of hit their, I guess some of them hit their peak. And then it's been downtrending ever since then. Went to 59, started to come back up to 66. And this morning, it was announced that Microsoft is going to buy Activision. And in this deal, it's going to be $68.7 billion in an all-cash deal. The value that they're paying is roughly $95 per share on Activision, while Activision currently trades for $81 a share. Now just look at the 5-day. It was about $64 a share and shot up to $86.55. This stock is trending on Wall Street bets. It's going everywhere right now. Okay, the stock is up 30% just alone today, $18.7. That's pretty big. All right, now they have a market cap of roughly $63 billion, and they're still being bought out for $68.7 billion. And I would say the main reason for this is because of how flawless Activision's balance sheet is, and we'll look into that in a second. But the deal is expected to close in fiscal year of 2023. So looking onto the presentation that both of these companies kind of came together and made, for Microsoft, this could be a pretty good deal if they can take over Activision. Because what I think Activision is kind of missing is key leadership. And I'm not hating on their leadership, but great leadership doesn't make a stock look like a massive U and then start to come back down again. You know what I'm saying? This is from 2018. It's 2022 now. If you're a really good company with really good leadership, you should have a stock that's just going up and up and up, relatively speaking. And I think that Microsoft, they have top-notch leadership, and they could really make this company a stock that's just uptrending for the long term. And especially with the market that they're attempting to make, there's a lot of potential. And Activision does have some really good games. I mean, you just go ahead and look at the games that Activision offers. Different things like Vanguard and all of these different Call of Duties, Candy Crush, so many different games. But looking at their balance sheet, it's pretty solid. $10 billion in cash, and their gross debt is only $3.65 billion. That's really solid. Revenues are increasing. They're beating their outlooks that they're expecting by $100 million, which is really solid to see. Now, just looking at their games, they have Candy Crush, they have World of Warcraft, Hearthstone, all of the Call of Duties. Like I remember Black Ops 2 and all that good stuff. Like these games have a lot of upside potential, and I know that Vanguard is getting really big. I see people playing it all the time, and they price these games for a lot of money, and people pay because they want these games. So they have really good margins. If you go ahead and look right here, they have 29% profit margins, 36% operating margins, revenue and earnings growth. It's slight, 5%, 6%, but it's better than nothing. Free cash flow is really, really solid. Now, another good pro about Activision is that they pay out a dividend. They have a 0.72% dividend yield, and it's only 12% payout ratio, which is really solid. And they've been growing their dividend for the past 11 years. But the dividend is paid out on an annual basis, which it's kind of whack, out of pocket, I guess you could say. But I don't really like annual dividends. Now, looking onto Activision's kind of price targets and what are analysts expecting, seeing the average price target, it's a moderate buy. $88 is the average price, giving it 7% upside, 14 buy, 5 hold, and 1 sell. However, on Wall Street Journal markets, we'll see that the average price target is about $90 a share. And with Microsoft pricing it in at $95, that's pretty solid. I honestly think long term, if Microsoft can come over, and they're still going to be, Activision will continue to be led by their current CEO, but I think with Microsoft's guidance and kind of just background being there, it could really up this company to new levels, and maybe they'll come out with new games. Maybe this could be a huge metaverse play, especially with Activision and Microsoft. That could be a really big metaverse play and long term be a huge gain, but it also is a bit of a risk. Just because the simple fact that looking at Activision's historical performance, it's not the best. I mean, you can't look at the stock and say it's incredible. But I'm not saying past performance does equal future performance. But looking on some kind of support and resistance levels, this blue line is kind of just a little, it's where we are right now. And it kind of does almost act as a level of resistance. We kind of hit it once, we came through, we broke through, and then we went all the way up to 104. Fell down, kind of wanted to touch it again, but then we just came back right down. And that is where we're trading at right now. And it seems like we came up to that $86 price per share, and then we fell right back down. So this is a very strong resistance level. But looking on some more stuff, this green line, that is where Microsoft is relatively pricing the stock at. So what we want to see is the stock kind of make its uptrend all the way up to there. And this is just a little level I drew out. It's a kind of another level of resistance. Kind of sloppy, but it just shows you at around $199 a share that the stock kind of does have a hard time going up. And so that's what we're seeing right now on the stock's kind of price action. Institutions relatively are been buying in a lot more. 11.5 billion inflow to 7.84 billion outflow. So institutions do really like this stock. Fair value on Morningstar says it's about $92. It's not a 29% discount looking at how much the stock has gone up in the past day. So the upside potential is definitely there in my personal opinion. However, the way that I am personally going to be playing this stock is I am keeping away just because of different factors. I've been honestly going into more dividend growth investing over the past few months just because of the way I see the economy performing. High interest rates. And I'm not saying that Activision is a bad company. I still own a few growth stocks, like the ones that I have super high conviction in. It's just that I've kind of trimmed my position in growth stocks. And Activision almost seems to be a really risky bet. And it's not something like, I'm not a huge gamer, and it's not something that I have massive conviction in. So if I don't have massive conviction in it, I'm not going to put my money where my mouth isn't. And so I think it could have a lot of upside potential. But just because I think it could have a lot of upside potential doesn't mean I'm going to buy in. And so that's my personal opinion on it. I'm staying away. But for all those who invest in it, you could be hitting a gold mine. And it could really just continue to uptrend from 82 to its $95 relative fair value, I say, that Microsoft has priced it in at. But it also is a bit of a risk because it has just absolutely gone crazy. And over the past year, it's down 12%. It was down like 27%, I think, and then it shot up. So keep that in the back of your mind. I always like to hear you guys' input, so leave a comment below what you think about this information. Thank you for making it to the end of this video. And again, check out my Udemy courses. It's going on right now. Check it out, 100% free. Make sure to get in while the course is free. You can just go get it. It's a 7.5 hour long course, video course. Study it on your own time. All about stock market investing, everything you need to know to be an incredible investor. And make sure to subscribe to the channel. We got more courses coming out in the future, so stay tuned. And if you enroll in the course, you get access to my private community Discord. Thank you so much, and I will see you at the next video.